Welcome, everyone, to the 150th year church anniversary of Freedom East Presbyterian Church. Join me as I go through the history of Freedom East Presbyterian Church, leading into the present day. Freedom East Presbyterian Church was founded in 1864 during the Civil War period. Below you will see images of events that occurred during our establishment. Presidents and states. In your top left corner, you will see Abraham Lincoln. He was the president during our establishment in 1864. To your bottom right, you will see a map that goes back to the actual election date in 1864. Freedom East survives the Civil War period and enters the Reconstruction period. Reconstruction was between the years 1865 through 1877. During this time, the Union victory in the Civil War gave approximately 4 million slaves their freedom. However, this process of rebuilding the South during this time introduced a new set of significant challenges. Within a year of Reconstruction in 1866, the North defeated the South in the Civil War. Politicians faced the task of putting the divided country back together. In your bottom right, you will see an original image of Freedom East Presbyterian Church. Freedom East existed in the Gilded Age, which was from 1878 through 1889. During this time, the growth of industry and a wave of immigrants had entered into the United States. Below you will see images of events that occurred during the Gilded Age. On July 20th, 1888, the Presbyterian Board of Erection Fund loaned Freedom East with $300 to build a church. This is equivalent to $7,500 today. Below you will see the actual document in which this event took place. For this debt of $300 to be paid. At the bottom you will see the signatures in which this action took place. On August 29, 1888, Freedom East bond and mortgage was canceled. Freedom East Presbyterian Church received legal paperwork from attorney J.C. Black stating that the property was free and clear from all legal encumbrance. The Great War and Jazz Age, which was from 1914 through 1928. During this time, Freedom East was in their prime years. Also, this was an extravagant time in the history of the United States. Below you will see amazing images of the events that occurred during this time. Freedom East during the Great War and Jazz Age. Church members increased drastically. There were many session meetings during this time, and minute books showed strong leadership and servitude. Although many Americans were suffering leading to the Great Depression, history shows that this was a thriving time for Freedom East Church. On April 1st, 1917, Freedom East begins minute books. At the bottom you see the actual image of the book that was kept from April 1st, 1917. Here's an image of J.D. Purcell. He was an elder of Freedom East Presbyterian Church in the years 1917 through 1930. Here's an image of Elder Thomas Adams, who joined Freedom East Presbyterian Church on September 12, 1926. Freedom East during the Depression and World War II era, which was from 1929 through 1945. On October 29, 1929, this day was considered Black Tuesday. During this time, the stock market crashed and it began the Great Depression. Below are horrid images of events that occurred during the Great Depression. The Great Depression was a time of poverty and despair. God's grace and mercy kept freedom during America's rough times. In 1945, Reverend Williams became the pastor of Freedom East Presbyterian Church and Morris Hill Presbyterian Church in Hope Mills. Reverend Williams was also a teacher in Hope County Schools. Here are members of the church during the late 40s and early 50s. Freedom East enters the modern era, which began in 1946 and is still leading into present day. During this time, Americans went to the moon, ushered in civil rights movements, fought for equal rights for women, and established relations with China. Here is a document in which Freedom East paid church dues in the amount of $6 in 1949. Here are images of Reverend Cowan and the Patterson family. The top photo is a picture of Reverend Cowan and the Patterson family in 1982. The bottom picture is the Patterson family during a Mother's Day celebration in the early 2000s. In the 80s. In the top picture from your right, you will see Sis Elizabeth McCaskill, Sis Effie McCollum, Elder Geneva Berrien, and Geneva Shaw. In the bottom picture, you will see future pastor Willie J. McCaskill II when he was a child. Freedom East is in the paper, y'all. On Wednesday, October 14, 2015, Rayford, North Carolina's very own news journal gave Freedom East Presbyterian Church their own article to celebrate our 150th year anniversary. Here are the beautiful faces of Freedom East now. We have grown so much through history. We have so much growth to come. We would like to thank all our contributors. You all are greatly appreciated. Also, we would like to give a special thanks to all our program participants. Thank you so much for all that you have done. Thank you all for coming to help us celebrate our 150th year church anniversary. Have a blessed day, everyone.